So good morning friends, standard 11 commerce, subject OCM, economics and chapter number 3, that is demand. Last time in particular this chapter we learned about meaning and definition of demand, as well as in chapter demand we learn about factor affecting demand. In this factor affecting, two types of factor affecting is there. Number one related to price, and number two that is related to other than price. In other than price, five types of factors is there that we learn in above video. In this video now we will learn about two another topics. Number one that is law of demand, and second one that is exceptions of law of demand. So here that it's a whole particular unit, the whole particular topic that we will learn right now. So first of all, we learn about what is the law of demand, and according to Alfred Marshall is the author given law of demand, and assumptions as well as explanation is there of law of demand, and then we will again discuss that is the exceptions of law of demand. So here first of all we learn about what do you mean by law of demand. So here the principles of explaining the relation between price and demand is called law of demand. Okay, so whatever principles that shows the relation between price and demand, it's called law of demand. As we know that price is taken as an independent variable, it means that price shows a cause and demand shows the effect. It means that there is a change in price of product, demand change. So price is independent variable, that price is taken as a cause and demand that they are taking as a effect. So here first of all, what is the law of demand? So here law of demand is that according to the Alfred Marshall is the author name, when other factors remain same, if price of goods falls, demand expand, and if price of goods rise, demand contrast. Okay, so in simple way you can learn this topic that if what is the law of demand, when other things remain constant, it means that other than price, taste and preference, income, expected future price, population, and different and substitutes and complementary goods. Other than price remains same. It means that there is no change in the other factors. If other factors remain same, unchanged, when price of goods increase, demand expands. Okay, and price of goods falls, demand expands. Okay, so here if price of goods is increased, demand contrast. If price of goods falls, demand expand. Okay, what is very important? You do not use increase and decrease. If price of goods is increased, demand contrast, and if price of goods decrease, demand expand. How it can be done? Because if price of goods, for example, we are taking here tea. If price of tea is increased, people are moving off another thing, that is coffee, and that's why the sales of tea is decreasing. It means that demand of tea is contrast. Same as, because that particular people, those who are liking tea, because of rise of price, they are moving from another products, that is coffee. It's complementary or substitute goods. So this is the main reason why goods, demand of goods is increase or decrease. Okay, so here this is the law. First of all, you have to write, if it is asked in 5 marks, explain the law of demand. What is demand and explain the law of demand. So first of all, you have to write this line, that principle of explaining relation between price and demand, that's called law of demand. In that particular things, price is taken as a cause and demand is taken as a effect. Then you have to write down, according to Alfred Marshall, if other things remain constant, other things remain unchanged, other things remain same, whatever words that you can use. Price increase, demand contrast, price decrease, demand expand. Okay. Then third one that we have to write down assumptions. Okay. So what is the assumptions? The factor affecting other than price that we have to here take as an assumption. So here assumptions that inverse relationship between price and demand. As we know, okay, that is a contrast relationship. Inverse, because if price increase, demand contrast. If price decrease, demand expand. So negative relationship between price and demand. Okay. So here, what are the assumptions? Taste and preference of consumer remain unchanged. Income of consumer remain unchanged. Price of subsidized goods and complementary goods remain unchanged. Consumer do not make anticipation regarding the future. Expected price and size of population remain same. So whatever factor affecting demand is there, here we have to take it as assumptions. Okay, so this is the assumptions. First of all, you have to write down what is law of demand, then actual given by the Alfred Marshall law of demand. Third one, that you have to take assumptions. So five assumptions is there. What are the assumptions? What is the factor affecting demand other than price? Here we have to only use one word, that is unchanged. Okay, that you are using everywhere unchanged. So it converted into assumptions of law of demand. Okay. Now, in next part, what we have to do? We have to do explanations. So we have to take our here example. For example, price of milk and demand of milk. For example, price of milk in terms of rupees and demand of milk in terms of liter. Okay. So here, if price of milk is 50, demand 1 liter. Price of milk is 40, demand 2 liter. Price of milk is reduced up to 30, demand 3 liter. 20, 4 liter, and 10 rupees 5 liter. So this is the example that we have to take. Instead of this, you can take any examples, and that example that we have to show in the diagram. So here x-axis, y-axis. As we know that x-axis that we are taking in the x-axis, so here price 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. In book, reverse effect is here, but we have to take here price in independent variable, and always we are independent variable taken in the x-axis. So here x-axis 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Same as demand dependent variable that we have to take on y-axis. So on y-axis 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now what we have to do? We have to join the line. For 50 it is 1. So for 50 price demand is 1. So this is the line. For 2, second, 3, 30, 4, 20 and 5th, that is 10. Here we can give the name of A, B, C, D and E. So after the explanations, that we have to write the explanations that on x-axis we have to take price, on y-axis we have to take here demand. Then we have to write that we have to join the line that if price of goods are 10, demand is 5, it is denoted by A. Then price of 20, demand increase 4, that is denoted by B. Same here 30, 3 denoted by C. 40, 2 denoted by D. And 50, 1 denoted by E. And this joint curve, these all points are joined, is denoted by one curve. This curve name is demand curve. Okay, as we see, it's downward sloping from left to right. Okay, it's from downward sloping from left side to right hand side. So this is the explanation of law of demand. Okay, so if law of demand is asked, what you have to write? That you have to write 5 things. Number 1, relations between price and goods. Then law of demand that you have to write. In third thing, you have to write the assumptions. 5 assumptions is there. In fourth, explanations. In fifth, you have to write down or show in the particular value of graph. And then you have to do the analysis. Okay. Here you have to write that same as x to 10 rupees of price, and on y-axis 1 unit or 1 centimeter is equal to take 1 unit of demand. That you have to write down at this particular space. Okay. So here this assumption is done, or this law of demand is done because of what? So here analysis or reason is that. So reason is mostly two reasons are there. So what are the reason? Now we will discuss that what are the reason are there for doing this. So here first reason is income effect. What is the first reason? That is income effect. Because as we know that income of any person is increases, definitely their demand, living of standard also increases. Okay, so first point, that is the demand. Because of demand, then we can say that law of demand is there. Okay, and number two, that is substitution effect. As we discussed earlier, here price of tea increase for any way, people are automatically moving from coffee or cold drink. Okay, because it's a cheaper than tea. So substitutes for complementary goods. Substitute goods. Either you have to take instead of tea, you are taking tea. Okay. Instead of tanning gems, you are taking Levi's jeans. So this is the same products. Satisfaction of products are same. Only brand is changed. Okay. So what you are doing? You are changing the same. You are changing the product which gives the same kind of satisfaction to you. So this is the most important thing, that is what is the analysis and reason for change in the law of demand, and that is reason is that either it is an income effect or either is a substitution effect. Due to this reason, due to this both reason, we can take the law of demand. If price is changed, demand also change. So this is the main reasons. Okay. Now next topic, that is acceptations to the law of demand. Sometimes what happens, as we see that if price increase, demand contrast. Price decrease, demand also expand. Okay. But sometimes what happens, these rules is do in a negative way. It means that sometimes what happens, if price increase, demand also increase. If price decrease, demand also contrast. So what are the reasons behind that? So here we have to take four reasons are there, that whether price increase or decrease, no matters. Okay, nothing effect on that particular goods. Which are four types of goods? Number one, prestigious goods. Okay, so in prestigious goods, for example, expensive jewelry, diamonds, okay, like stone. So these are the most important prestigious jewelry goods are there. If price increase or decrease doesn't matter. At that time, people are need that product that they are purchasing. For example, price of gold. As we know that in marriage season, many people are there. Those who are purchasing gold from the shopkeepers, from the gold shopkeepers. Okay. So either price increase or decrease. For example, before 3 years, price of gold is, for example, 25,000 per 10 gram. But here 55,000. So price almost twice, double. But still you can see that in the marriage season, okay, many people are there, those who are purchasing goods. So price either increase or decrease, when it is need of that particular goods, it's also demanded. So at that here, if price increases, there is no change in demand because it's a prestigious goods. People are purchasing that goods for the investment also. Next, number two, extremely low price goods. For example, like salt, the stapler pin, pen, pencil, stationery. Okay, these are the extremely low price goods. Either price of goods of salt increase or decrease, definitely we are going to purchase. Okay, that if our cost that of stapler pin, it hardly 0.0020, but still we are purchasing when it is needed. So these type of goods are there when like law of demand is not working at the particular things. Next, number three, different goods. Okay, so here different goods are there. For example, people are there, those Okay. Due to this reason, due to income effect, they are purchasing other things like bajri, okay, wheat and bajri. Instead of that they are using makai. Okay, so this is the given goods. Okay, that due to that particular given goods, that they are changing their demand. Okay, so here, for example, a person of low income purchase jowar and bajra. When the price of jowar and bajra falls very low, the real income of consumers leads to increase, and that's why they are increasing wheat. So due to their income, their lifestyle, they are using another products. And last number 4, special preference to people. Some people are there, either price increase or decrease doesn't matter. They are prefer that particular brand of products. For example, branded clothes, branded shoes, okay, branded electronics item. Whether price increase or decrease, some people are there, those who are purchasing only Mitsubishi brand of AC. So whether price of AC is increasing or decreasing doesn't matter. They are very habitual of the brand. That special preference to people, and those person are there, those who are using that particular type of things. So this is the most important things, friends, that they are in these particular 4 types of things. Law of demand is not working there. Okay, they are adverse that they are doing. Okay, so this is the expectation exceptions of law of demand. Okay, 4 types is there: prestigious goods, extremely low price goods, different goods, and special preference to people. Okay, so here particular things what we learn first of all, that is the law of demand. As we know, it shows the principle shows the relation between price and demand. Okay, here price that we have to take as a cause and demand as a effect, because the main element, independent element is price. According to Alpha Marshall, when the other factor remains same, if price increases, demand contracts; if price decreases, demand expands. Okay, so here that is the things. Assumptions that we have to take as a factor other than price, that we have to take here unchanged, it's converted into assumptions. And here, with the help of table and diagram, we are explaining the law of demand. That is with the help of price of goods and demand of particular goods. If price here decreases, demand of goods is increases. Same way, if price is increases, demand decreases. Okay, and we have to show here in the diagram. What is the reason? 2 reasons is there. Number 1, income effect, and second one, that is substitutions effect. And last but not the least, that is exceptions of law of demand. 4 points are there. Number 1, that is prestigious goods. Number 2, extremely low price goods. Number 3, given goods. And number 4, special preference to people. Okay, so this is all about law of demand and exceptions to law of demand. Okay, thank you.